Hello you guys, welcome back to another back to school week video. Still rocking the sty in my eye over here and excessive blinking, blurry vision. It's not fun, but we're pushing through. Definitely not the most fun I've ever had, but that's okay. Nothing's gonna stop the back to school week video train, not even a sty. So today we are going to talk about our family subjects. I say that kind of loosely because some stuff is more like actual family subjects we are all like kind of doing together. And some of it is more, these are things we're going to be doing and we're going to be a little more loosey-goosey with it, not super hard and fast, but these are things that we're going to be adding in and doing with the kids. So hopefully you guys have already seen the curriculum choices videos this week. So hopefully you're up to speed on what kind of the main subjects are, and then these are the additional things that we do. So our family read alouds, I'm actually going to do a separate video later sharing in full what our family read alouds for this year are going to be. But these are books that I read to the kids in the evenings, maybe in the morning, during lunchtime, when we're all just sitting out, maybe outside in our little sitting area out here in the grass. It's a family read aloud. It's a book that's appropriate for everybody. Books like Stuart Little, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, books like that. So it may not obviously be like super intensely interesting to my oldest, but I think that all of my kids over the years have come to have some level of appreciation for mom reading aloud a book, even if it is a little bit more of a kiddie book, because it's just something that we all enjoy. And so long as I'm not really, really tired or in a terrible mood, I'm usually pretty good about doing the voices and being very animated when I read to them. So I think that they all enjoy it. So that will be forthcoming. I will share what the books are that we've chosen. The reason I'm not sharing it here is because we've not chosen them all. Simple as that. We also like to incorporate Kiwi crates. I talked about this a little bit in the preschool book, but I do consider this part of what we do with our older kids as well, our elementary age kids and such. The Kiwi crates it's a subscription service we get every month. This video isn't sponsored. I'm just sharing it with you. I do work with them and they've sponsored content over on our vlog channel, but we've used Kiwi crates for years. It's a monthly subscription, so you get projects and things to do in the science, technology, engineering, art, and math categories. And all of my kids like them for various reasons. So we do those as an additional school type thing. And then we also do Mel Science. It's a subscription service for science experiments. We really enjoy it. It is fun. There is something about chemical reactions and watching things fizz and burn and bubble and, you know, all of this that all of my kids enjoy. So that's a subscription service, and we usually do, it depends on what the projects are that they've sent, but we usually do 1 or 2 of those a month, depending on how they fit in with other things that we're doing. It will be interesting to see how that shakes out this year with my daughters both taking an online science class that has experiments and stuff with it. It'll be interesting to see how the Mel Science, how we're able to incorporate that in, but that is something that we do as well. The next one I'm going to tell you about is a watercolor art class. My older girls are taking and my younger kids are, let's call it auditing, which means that it's one of those things that if they choose not to do it, if they decide they don't want to do it that day, I don't force them. It's a class that I let them audit. If they want to show up and be a part of it, fantastic. We'd love to have them. If they do not, then that's okay too, no pressure. So I will leave that link down below. It actually looks really neat. It is an online watercolor class taught by an actual artist. Instead of trying to do something out of a book or whatever, I like that these are like video lessons, and it's a true watercolor art class. I'm still trying to determine if I will be able to use it as an art credit for my high schooler. I'll update you guys when I know for certain if she'll be able to have it as an art credit. But art is just something that pretty much everyone in our house enjoys to some degree or another. So it's always good to add in things that are even just for fun or because we enjoy them, even if it's not something she ends up being able to get like a half credit for. You may notice that you've not seen like a morning basket video this year from me yet. I am going to be sharing more about that in the future. I think we're basically going to be doing sort of like 2 back to school weeks. This one is pretty much just all about curriculum. And in August, I will do another one that is all about schedules and organization and all of that kind of stuff. Essentially, as a family study, again, something that my older two are going to be doing with me. And I'm hopeful that my younger kids will have the attention span to sit through and do this and participate as well. If y'all remember last year, I shared about the Not Consumed Ministries. I've really enjoyed everything that we have gotten from Not Consumed Ministries thus far. And when I saw this, I thought, gosh, that I would love to do that. And anytime it's something that I would love to do, it makes it much easier for me to impart my excitement onto my children and help them get excited about something. So this is To Every Nation, a study of 12 missionaries and their great God. So it's utilizing the Christian Heroes Then and Now book series. I've read a few of these books to my kids as part of our read alouds, and so I know that they enjoy them. So this is the like student workbook. This is how it's set up. So Corrie ten Boom, you've got this little section of reading here that you would do about her and her story. And then there's a map here that they can fill out. Let me see if I can. It's got a map for them to fill out. What is the Netherlands like today? On this side, it talks about forgiveness, a Bible verse, asks a sort of a critical thinking question. Then you've got some Bible verses related to Corrie ten Boom's story as copy work. And then this is sort of almost like you're doing a report about her and her story. Where was she born? Dates that she lives? What struggles did she face? Interesting facts. In what specific ways did God work in her life? Make it your mission. Choose an extension activity to complete. So they've got different options for extension activities. And then what did you learn this week? So I feel like it's a good balance of not being too in-depth that it's just not going to be able to keep the interest of my younger kids, but enough that it's asking some pointed questions and things that will give us space for further discussion. So I have not ordered all of the books that go along with it. This series is one of the series of books that I would like to own a lot of, so I did go ahead and purchase them instead of... I'm not talking to you. When I said series...
Yes.
No! I don't know how to use you because I don't use you. I don't need you. I don't need you. Get out of here. Bye. I'll just S-E-R-I-E-S, not S-I-R-I. So in this set of books, I didn't order all of the ones needed for this. I just ordered a few of them to get us started. And I ordered them directly from their website. You can also find them on Amazon. I had some of them already, so I just kind of filled in with a few of the ones that we were going to need for the year. By the way, also let me mention that I have no intention of completing this entire book this year and doing all of these. I would be thrilled if we did 6 this year. I'm guessing we'll probably do 3. That's how that usually goes. So that is totally fine. We're going to take our time with this. It's no rush. This is something meant to enjoy and educate and inspire. It's not meant to add some load to us that feels insurmountable, that we're all just like, oh, all right, it's time to learn about the missionaries. Ugh. And with that, I did also order this book, Maps of the World. It goes along with these different books. And you basically are kind of like going around the world via the map, but then filling out information about all the different places that you're coming across Italy. Capital, type of government, ethnic groups, major religions, 5 largest cities. I really do want my children to be culturally aware of the rest of the world. So I just think this is really fascinating. We love to talk about different cultures and places around the world and the way people live differently than we do, and how fascinating and amazing all of that is, that we can all be on the same planet and yet in so many ways feel like we live on different planets with how people live their daily lives and the things different cultures prioritize. And it's very interesting. So I added this book in there as well. So this will kind of go along with the missionary studies. The last thing I will mention is Masterclass. I have a masterclass.com, membership, and I have really enjoyed taking different classes through there. It's been very eye-opening for me. I find it to be a very interesting way to dive a little bit deeper into a subject you may be interested in but know nothing about, or a subject that you may know something about but now you want to learn more from an expert on that. So I am going to be incorporating a little bit of that with the kids. Like, for example, over the summer, my oldest daughters are going to be taking the Doris Kearns Goodwin class that I did and so enjoyed, about U.S. presidential history and leadership. I really enjoyed this class, and there are like PDFs and printables and stuff that go along with it if you want to really beef it up. Again, this is very dependent on the age of your kids, but I know, like, for example, that my 7th grader Shelby is very interested in baking, cooking, so she's going to look into some of the cooking classes that are offered through Masterclass. This is not like a requirement for my kids. It's not a required part of their curriculum. It's an additional thing that we'll sprinkle in here and there and that they can do and learn a little bit more about subjects they are interested in. So lots of good stuff on Masterclass that we will hopefully be incorporating. So that's it for our family subjects. As you might have noticed, it's not actually a whole lot of true family subjects, just more things that we are going to be working on, incorporating, and trying to kind of become more part of our routine. I will, again, in the future be doing more of like a morning basket where you'll kind of see how it all comes together, how we attempt to make time for all the things that we want to do. Though, again, I'm very realistic about if this doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen. But I'm going to set us up for success by having the materials and hopefully coming up with a good schedule that makes it all work. So that is it for today's video. Do not forget to check the description box for all the information about today's giveaway. Normally, I only do 5 videos for back to school week, but I do have a small bonus 6th video that will be coming for you guys tomorrow. It will be relatively short and sweet, but I wanted to include it, so I will still have the sty in my eye because I'm getting ready to record it right now. So that is it. I hope you guys are having a fantastic week, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.
Rainy days don't